He couldn't farm his farm like that, but that's the way you guys presented it.
No, it's not. When we
Yes, you
presented
did.
was,
What's the budget, I'm sorry, what's the budget of the jail every year? What does it take to run that jail every year?
Right at $1 million.
Okay, and
Just a
how
little
much,
less than $1 million.
how much with the addition do they put back into the county board? I mean, they already go to the building,
Profit? None.
wait,
None.
wait, George, how much, Dave, where's Dave at? How much, did the jail, or the prison down there pay us, the county board, this year, you know?
No, I don't,
Yeah,
Gary,
you have
I've not
that figure?
seen the numbers and I won't answer.
It's
that.
like 1.29, whatever.
I think it's approximately 1.2 million dollars.
Okay, and by your figures, you said $1 million.
But
There's
this-
200,000
okay.
floating around here somewhere then.
We're getting way off. This is all about, basically about,
Well, it's the
the ad
exact
and-
figures.
it's still an ethics violation.
okay.
I need it to be addressed.
Just print a retraction and we'll be over with it.
It's pretty
Go
simple.
away.
It's true. I mean, these were not audit numbers and they were presented as audit numbers. And
That
that's-
is absolutely correct.
Can you agree with that, Mr. Pappas?
I agree that it was a supplemental document.
Do you agree?
I agree that it was worked on by Jim Taylor. I had no influence over the document. It's a supplemental, whatever the auditor said, you know, it was part of a supplemental report. Now, if they're saying that,
Let's have Jim apologize.
you know, I will agree it was a supplemental report.
Yeah. But
And it was talked about at a public meeting.
do you agree that this was not an actual audit numbers?
It was a supplemental report, as part of the audit.
So you say it's not the actual audit numbers.
I'm saying it was a supplemental report.
The auditor said these were estimates. So how is that an audit report if they're estimates?
There are lots of things in audits that are estimates on,
Our budget's an estimate.
you know, there's
We're not
lots of
talking
things
about
that,
budget, we're talking
that
about
are
budget.
estimates, future liabilities and schedules, so it was a schedule, and, so, yeah, if you guys wanna proceed, whatever, go forward, you
Can
know,
we- We aired enough out here now?
we need to,
Dan, are you?
I'm fine.
need to move
Ed, you
forward.
fine?
The public needs to be aware of the facts.
Yeah, they do.
Okay, all right, let's go on. We had that discussed enough. Phil, do you wanna read a letter sent to us by our sheriff?
Yes. I would like to thank you for the opportunity to have served the county of Mercer for the past 11 months as sheriff. I would especially like to thank Chairman McWhorter for his support and his leadership along with the law enforcement committee. To the existing board and the incoming board, now that the political season is over, I truly hope the politics can be set aside and you can work in concert with the newly elected sheriff, David Staley. It should always be about providing a service to the citizens of Mercer County instead of who can be elected. To the citizens of Mercer County, I want to thank you also for the opportunity to serve as your sheriff. You are fortunate to have a well-trained, professional, and caring staff at the Mercer County Sheriff's Office. To the staff at the Mercer County Sheriff's Office, I want to express my greatest gratitude. You made the transition to the office of sheriff seamless. You have maintained your professionalism and work ethic despite being criticized on an almost daily basis and have always taken the high ground. You are all truly special people who work under extreme stress on a daily basis. Again, thank you to my staff, and I will always have you in my mind and heart. Thank you, Sheriff William G. Delancey.
Thank you for reading that, Phil.
Let's have a motion, I make a motion that I believe is in order to thank the sheriff for his dedication to stepping in a difficult situation. And we need to thank him and with our appreciation.
I second it, and I would like to say I'm jealous, I wish I would have said it.
Just wanted to note that besides being our full-time sheriff, he probably worked 20, 30 hours a week working that William White case. He never gave up on that.
Is there anything we could do as a board of appreciation, I mean, not the county, that, is he gonna, we're gonna have, you know, a party or something?
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be willing to put 25 in a hat and all of us presenting with a gift card or something, at Walmart or something for
We can't go to Hallmark?
Well, wherever, I mean,
Carl, yeah.
I'm thinking, what's in Aledo? I mean, you know, there's Walmart and a few other things, but.
Well, you know, we could pass the hat around for a.
I'll throw money too, that's a
Yeah.
good idea.
Okay, next thing, other business is, Alan's Willing. Me and Mr. Pappas and Mr. Stone had a meeting during one of the budget meetings, and Mr. Alan Willing came in and talked to us about grant writing. And your packet, in your folder, and I think it's underneath 14, Phyllis, there's proposals, and this is another avenue of cash that we may have access to as far as grants, helping the county be ran in a fiscally responsible way.
Jeff, did we put anything in the budget for, and the liability fund for that? I know we had talked about it.
It's not exactly, I think we left room in that for this, but we didn't know what the proposal was.
Okay, and we got that now?
Yeah, he sent me a proposal on that, and he had broke down two different ways. One was, contract basis, and he also had a schedule of how he thought we should implement this, and the schedule's kind of a good guideline for how to get into hiring somebody, whether it's be Al or someone else, to write grants for the county. I think this needs to be something the future board needs to look into very seriously.
I would agree.
Would the county administrator be doing this grant?
If a county administrator, if they were full-time, could, you know, you heard John Phillips saying when he talked about the multiple hats that a county administrator at our level would have, they would probably do some HR, some economic development, probably, and then I guess in that economic development would probably be a grant writing piece. But let me say this. This is so specific, and to really get the dollars, you need the expertise. And I think what a county administrator would do, they would get possible things that, you know, maybe Jimmy's cumbered, you know, labored and can't get it, where a county administrator could reach into some of them pools. I think a development grant writing person could reach into lots of pools that we're not reaching now. So I think it's a great strategy, and I think it's something the new county board really needs to look at as far as the effectiveness. I mean, I think if we, I mean, we're talking about, you know, cash, a good development department can raise, you know, easily $200,000, $300,000, $400,000 a year in funds that you never otherwise wouldn't get. I mean, just think over the next 4 years, if we could have $300,000, $400,000 a year coming in for other things other than we'd have to pay out of the general fund or other funds. So I'm all for it, Jeff. I think it's a great proposal. I will review it and we will table it for a future meeting.
And we have to understand that there's earmarks are no longer, as far as federal government and state government, they went to the grants. And so we have to go down this, we have to change our game plan. Instead of letting an earmark to build a road, we have to solicit these grants to do their projects.
That's the point. That's the point. And Jimmy is cumbered, you know, he's cumbered with the running of the
Yes.
department, and he doesn't have the time, you know, and maybe even the expertise to do that. I mean, we heard Larry and I talk about the motor fuel dropping 400,000, and we've got to find new revenue streams and new development dollars to make up for those funds that the state's shorting us on. So I think it's a great proposal, Jeff. I appreciate you getting it.
Okay, moving on to public comment. Do we have any public comment? Okay, I'm gonna start from this side and work with it. Dave, you first.
First of all, I look forward to working with the next board. I think we can work together. I don't believe, like you've heard me say this for many months through this campaign, I don't believe this room is the place for politics. I believe we need to work together as citizens of Mercer County to make everything the best that we can. I will run the office of the sheriff in the absolute best way I can possibly run it. I'm gonna look to each member sitting around this table for help, and I will have an open door and I will discuss anything with anybody. Okay? That's my pledge to the new board. And one more thing. I'd like to put this Ron Schoon gun thing to rest, if I might.
Please.
Yes,
We
please.
We don't know what you're talking
investigated that. We investigated that in detail. where that wound up was, the missing gun was confiscated in a drug raid in Davenport by the Metropolitan Enforcement Group. Okay? It's in an evidence locker in District 7. We know where the gun's at. The other part of that is, it's not Mr. Schoon's gun. That gun was part of a divorce settlement that he was given monetary payment for that gun. The only person that can report that gun stolen is his ex-wife, and she don't want anything to do with it, quite frankly. So that puts that issue to rest. It's nothing Gregg did, it's nothing I did, it's nothing Dusty did.
We knew that. I mean,
Yeah.
That's why
I
we
just-
weren't pursuing.
I just wanna make it part of the public record, because it's been bugging me for 2 months.
Thank you, Dave.
Thanks, Dave.
All right, going on,
Hey, I was
Joe?
like,
I'm gonna withdraw because it doesn't need to be said.
Okay. Thank you, Joe. Any other, Jason?
I just hope that moving forward, that all members of the board really truly do follow the ethics. I sat here tonight in this meeting and seen some pretty pathetic things took place tonight. In the finance meeting, there was name calling, there was some nasty backbiting that took place. And I hope
Jeff
that,
apologized and I accepted, Jason, so that's that.
good, I'm glad to hear that.
Doesn't need to be said.
So, I just hope moving forward that it's a whole lot better. There's gonna be a couple ladies on this county board, and I don't think they need to hear that kind of
we've
language.
already got one lady here too, so we gotta recognize it.
Yes. Apologize, Phyllis, didn't mean to leave you out.
The rest of us aren't ladies.
Any more?
Phyllis, I'm glad you're a lady.
Vicky?
What? No, I
Well,
said
you
I
put
guess
your
the
hand
rest
up.
of
I
us
thought you
aren't
wanted to make public
ladies.
comment.
He said we have one lady here. So
No
I guess the
comment?
rest of us
I
aren't.
apologize to all the ladies in the room.
I do have a question. According to our bylaws, the meeting in December, in other words, there should not be an old county board meeting and then a new county board meeting. And I know that we've discussed that. Is there, because either we amend our bylaws to allow that to happen? Because if you look at our bylaws, it says that on election years, does anybody have a copy of the bylaws?
Yeah, I just happen to have a copy right here.
Well, you know what I'm talking about,
Yeah,
Phyllis?
and the only reason it was ever done was because a budget was still hanging there. That had to be approved by the people who developed the budget. So, if you guys have a special meeting to approve the budget, there's no reason to have a bifurcated meeting. Unless you would like to say goodbye to the old board members, then that's a different story altogether.
Well, my question
I'm just
was,
going by what was done in the past.
is if we're gonna have that, that special meeting, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure that we got our opportunity to thank our chairman, Jeff McWhorter, for his
Well,
work.
I'll be here
that's
Well,
what
I don't understand the meeting schedule, just so you know. I mean, you got on here that our next regular board meeting, is it a regular board meeting?
The general
December
board
1st.
meeting, according to your bylaws, must be on the first day of December,
Okay.
for the organizational.
For the organizational meeting only, so then we're gonna have another meeting on the first Tuesday?
Yep, you do everything on the first.
What is everything?
Well, you,
You like the chairman.
all this stuff, plus
Yeah.
you elect, I swear you in, you elect
Then when do you hold your
chairman,
finance
and
meeting?
then you go about your business.
But that's usually all it's done at that meeting, right?
No, it's a regular
Well,
meeting.
then
You
Yeah.
are
Then you
telling
go
me
into
that
a
you're
county
only
board
going
meeting.
to have one meeting,
Okay,
but an old
that,
and new,
I'm
then that's
satisfied
what
with
you'll
that
do.
answer then our first meeting, December
You
will
guys
be.
tell me what you want to do, and I will.
Well, I just want us to follow our bylaws, if we need to amend them to have that
So,
first
so
meeting.
we'll have an organizational meeting on the first.
And a regular meeting too, it'll be both.
Okay, but they're two separate meetings. You'll go out of the regular organizational meeting and then go into a regular board meeting.
When we came on the board, we did that because the budget had yet to be approved.
We're doing old business.
Right.
She has it at 7 o'clock.
So our,
They have a
Basically, you're
finance
still doing
meeting
old
at
business,
5:30 that
minutes and all
day.
that, but
And
you
you're
Yeah.
using your old board. Hey, Joe.
Well, I think we're gonna have a special meeting on the
They
21st.
can't.
Right.
Their term ends on the
And
30th.
then we'll have our installation meeting
They
or
have to have a
whatever
reorganization
on the
meeting before they
1st,
have that finance
and
meeting.
that will then be a regular meeting, George.
Somebody
And that's
raise your
assuming
hand.
the budget gets,
It's public comment.
We have to have the agenda for this meeting.
You go ahead.
No, I don't think,
yeah, what about the finance?
Keep it up there, I'll never see you.
We gotta have.
does the finance committee have to approve claims for the board to approve them, or can the board just approve claims without the finance committee approving them? Greg, can the board, I would think it
Because in the
could, couldn't
past,
it?
the finance meeting was always on the Thursday before.
Right.
So it was never an issue.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Now,
Okay, so we could have a finance committee meeting late
Before.
November.
Make an exception this morning.
Well, how soon can we have the claims, Phyllis, and we have a finance meeting
well, your
for the finance committee?
committee meetings are that week of the 21st, where you're gonna
Right.
be here, and she usually tries to have everything done by the Friday before the board meeting.
That's the
We try to
28th.
have everything,
That's 28th. So we could possibly
which
have,
is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, that's Thanksgiving weekend.
So,
I'm gonna be in Green Bay watching the Packers beat the Patriots.
do you want to go ahead and have a finance for the
for the regular,
whole board?
for the old board.
Usually
Yeah, we
you
can
do
do
that,
that.
and then you
We
sign
can.
die, and the new board.
Do a
gets
finance
over.
meeting with the old board before the regular, before the new board.
That'd be fine.
Yeah.
That'd be
To pass
fine.
the claims.
Yeah, and that would be consistent with our bylaws.
Okay.
That'd be fine.
Okay, is that plan, everybody agreeable with that plan?
Because the old board goes off.
So the finance meeting will be at 5:30.
They
Yeah.
can't do that on the first, because the old board is off. The old
Yeah.
board goes off on November 30th.
Jeff, let's just make a motion to suspend that portion of the bylaws so that the finance
That's
committee.
a state statute, that's not bylaw.
Because technically,
Really,
Breaking the freaking law.
not on the agenda, we
Okay.
can't make it.
if we're all in agreement,
Yeah,
then I would say that's fine.
okay.
There's a question back there.
Okay, got public comment?
Well, if you're meeting on December 1st, who determines what the agenda is, because you have to publish that a couple of days ahead of time, at least? How does that
Usually the
determine?
old-
You just use a regular form
I'll do
agenda?
it.
The old board.
If the new chairman has anything he wants to discuss, he can cover it under new business.
Yeah.
As long as it's not an action item.
Right.
That doesn't
Well,
violate
we
the
won't,
Opens Meeting Act.
nobody will know who the new chairman is till after the
That's
meeting.
right, that's what I'm saying, but he can cover it under
Yeah.
anything that he brings up.
Yeah.
under new
And the
business.
second part of it is, He or she.
Yeah.
He or she.
The terms of the board members end on November 30th, midnight, I assume. So on December 1st, how can you have a meeting with the old members?
They continue to serve until the.
That's why I'm saying we need to
Okay, so
suspend
that's
that
the way
portion of
we'll
the
allow it.
bylaws, just
Okay,
for
all right.
that, just for that meeting.
Well, we can clean that up next board.
Okay.
They really aren't gonna take office until it's sworn in, so.
I'm looking for a motion to adjourn.
Adjourned. Second.
Motion, second, all in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye, 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 aye.